Hey, welcome to the Humanoid FX channel. Today, I'm going to be updating my new Ibanez 7-string guitar, my first 7-string, with this Seymour Duncan Nazgul pickup. Stay tuned. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Humanoid FX channel. I want to talk about a few things. Today I'm going to be updating my new Ibanez. This is my first 7-string right here. This is the tuned to standard B. And I'm going to be putting this Seymour Duncan Nazgul Humbucker into the bridge here, which this is just some, standard Ibanez, whatever, China, So I'm going to kind of document that process here, but I want to talk a little bit about 7-string guitars a little bit, pickups, I'm gonna cut this all up here and I'll get this all set up with a workspace and everybody can see, and I'm gonna got this right here. This is the it's not just a pickup, it's a weapon. Tonal Armageddon, right? So the Nazgul, right, was designed for, this is Seymour Duncan saying this, not me, okay? Mr. Duncan Seymour, this is, come on, are you sure? So it says that this is not like a, this is a pretty well-known pickup, which I'll talk about here in a second here, but it says, look at this. Intense high output chug, heavy punch for you in the chest, ruthless distortion. Okay, so it says the tone is extremely aggressive, but also retains the articulation and precise pick attack necessary for high output metal. What about if I wanted to play high output, jazz, R&B fusion, right? I can't do that. It has to be high output metal. It can't be funk, high output funk. So let's, so here's let's see what it says. Okay, so it says, the Nazgul gives chords heavy saturation, and produces a lightning fast response from your amp. So I think that they're talking about tube amps, because it's high output. This is passive, it's not active. Excellent for all high output metal in which sonic obliteration needs to be accomplished. Matches, perfectly with the sentient in the neck. Okay, so this is, again, this is Seymour Duncan. Okay, this is made in, I got this used for a good deal, you can see a little bit that this is the black text on top of the, but so this is in pretty good shape here, although I wish that was not, torn a little bit here on the side, so I'm going to need it. This is what happens when you sometimes can get some use of, there's a lot of lead, right? And this can be split, there's, in the wiring diagram here, if you guys haven't ever seen this, which, by the way, here I'm on the website, this is normally $109 brand new. Oh no, I'm sorry, the 7-string. Yeah, 109. It's still $109. And yeah, if we do black, okay, so it's, oh no, it's 119. Okay, but if you can also get one that's got a black metal cover, makes it 139, so $20 extra. But it's 119 for this thing. Okay, and it says, here's the wiring diagram. You can do coil split, right? If you want to, oh my gosh. Yeah, so if you want to, oh, it says first you need to remove the strings. Well, okay, so basically you can do a coil split on these, series, parallel, push and pull, phase switching, right? So you got all the options here. I'm just going to keep the standard. This is only a 3-way selector, master volume, master tone. I'm not really changing that at all. I'd want to keep that. This thing, I'm gonna just, you know, I'm not gonna be doing single coil stuff with this, you know, or phase splitting, or I've had some trouble with some of those with the sound not sounding the way that I'd prefer in the past. But so, oh my gosh, this is embarrassing. So again, this is I guess meant for really low tunings, right? Because the frequency response of this here has this is a large ceramic bar magnet, nickel silver bottom plate, 4-conductor lead wire, multiple wiring options, vacuum wax potted for, you know, squeal free performance, right? So the EQ has got a little less bass because you're going to be, you know, using a lot of extra bass, so it's not, you know, but then it's got flat kind of mids and trebles up in the. So again, you can look at this stuff on the site. But so this was yeah, this is so stupid, these descriptions here. Let me look up the history here. It says, and I know that the way that this was who was this goes with the sentient neck pickup is usually the pair. And I don't know. I thought that this came from that Jeff Loomis guy from Arch Enemy. I thought that this was his, but maybe it's not. I don't really know what I'm talking about, but please correct me in the comments if anybody's gonna watch this ever. But let's, you know, whatever. I've been talking. It's very easy to just eat time up. This is, maybe I'll put this in you know, podcast format very soon. Here, 2013, Seymour Duncan introduces the high output pickup, Nazgul. So this is 12 years ago when this was first introduced, okay? And I think that, you know, this was, I swear, I know it's designed for metal, you know, metal guitar. Metal, metal. So, I don't know. I guess it'll fall apart. It won't be able to hold up to playing through clean. There's barely any info about this on here. You would think that, like, all this is just stupid keywords like aggressive, Armageddon, tonal Armageddon, you know, design single, intense, high output, chug, heavy punch. Okay, so I guess, I mean, first of all, the Nazgul is from Lord of the Rings, right? So it's supposed to be bad guy, right? But, you know, again, there's, it doesn't say the origin. I thought that it was from, so you got a 16.5K DC resistance, right? So it's pretty hot. I've seen higher, you know, obviously, but, and I do play on a tube amp, so let's hear, we can first of all hear what this sounds like. All right, let's get to recording. Okay. Yeah, you like this workstation? I'm just gonna take these, this is the hoodie I was wearing, humanoidfx.com. This is the, gonna take these off here, and I'll show you how to, I'm going to desolder this pickup off out of here, you know, and just undo all these. Of course, this is the time in the video where you do the, you know, the fast forward, right? So all I'm doing is using the string winder, loosening up these, oh my, loosening up these babies. That's one of my pedal enclosures up there, sort of fell. It's empty, nothing inside it. It's prototypes. These are going to be, you know, coming soon. There's a new entity, there's a new apparition. I was playing through the apparition distortion right now. Well, a minute ago. All right, so here we go. I'm going to take these strings out, and then we'll take this. You know, you got to get these nice and floppy. Get them out of here. Clip them. Pull them out through the back. I'm going lighter gauges these days, actually. I'll tell you more about that in a few minutes. But yeah, here we go. The strings are basically off here. All right, I'm gonna cut to the video. All right, that was interesting. So I got wire clippers. Take these, I like to cut them, take them kind of time in a nice little knot, go in the garbage, right? Some people use these for stuff. I could use these for stuff, you know, if I wanted, but I'm not. I'm gonna throw those in the garbage. I'm gonna pull this through. And I got man, I'm not very good at making these videos here. All right. Should edit that part out. So here we go. Strings are off. This is a stock pickup right here. I got a microfiber cloth. Look at this. Well, I got this off some F1 oil. This is called Purple Heart, I believe. I don't think that this is that amaranth. I think that this is called Purple Heart, which is interesting that they're using it on these low-end Ibanez, because I thought that it was more exotic. So I'm just gonna, I've already cleaned this fretboard off the last time I changed these strings. This thing was pretty much new. I think this was a this might have been a little bit of a factory model, like I'll let this sit while I just put a little bit of this stuff, you know, moisturize, condition. I'll get this in here, a little, you know, rag, something that you don't normally use for anything else. Make sure it's clean. It's supposed to go up and down with the grain, but I do like to, you know, get it, make sure that's on the frets, right? All over on the fretboard. You can go up and down. Ooh. You can already tell it's already getting some color back, you know, bring out the natural, you know, wood grain, condition it, moisturize the wood here. This was sitting for a little while, not really being played. It's looking pretty good here, so I'll let that sit for a little. I think you're supposed to let it sit now before you really, but I don't know. This seems pretty good. So again, I got, get it in there with the frets. Let's take this out. All right, take out the pickup rings like as so. Don't lose the screws. All right, got this guy right here. Just goes through. All right, gonna switch this right out. I'll show you the back here in a second, actually. Use this. Just kind of flip this over. Take this back plate off. still got the plastic on it, so I'll take that off here too. All right. Oh my gosh, I need another thing.
Where are the gloves? I want to find.
Okay, I got this thing out, and so the only thing that's in the inside is you got the blade pickup switcher, you know, toggle switch, volume, and the tone, capacitor, little green polyester film. And yeah, so let me get this all set up, switch it right through there. I'll desolder that. I'll need to move over to the other workstation. Okay, and you gotta, this is a little bit of a tricky part, but you gotta take the, you know, the pickup with the spring. Oh my gosh, I lost that one. You put it on between there, right? And put the spring in between, make sure it goes through the hole. It'll start going through, and now you got it back on the original pickup ring. Let me find where I dropped that spring and do it again to this side. Oh, here you go. This is the raw, unfiltered process right here. Okay. Goes back through. Spring. Goes back through on this. Oh my gosh. Dropped this like 3 times now. Okay. Put that back through there. You gotta hold it on so it goes through. I've been doing this since I was a kid. Can you tell? Alright, so I'm gonna adjust the pickup heights later, but now it's back in the, we got the, it's all set up right in there. Okay, and then we'll get this all desoldered and just pop it right back in. These two, since I'm not using the coil switching, it would look like they've already been, you know, tied off a little bit here. This is the, and so I'll show you in just a minute. All right, let's check what there be like, okay? So this is the actual Humanoid FX workbench. Very difficult to see all the details. Woo. But here we go. I got the, let's get this going here, all right? I got desolder this spot. Very difficult to do on camera, right? I'm gonna try my best to get this all set up in the right spot. But we got 2 points where this is connected. Here is the lead there. Okay, this red one goes across these 2 lugs, and that's for the first bridge position on the toggle switch. And then here is the ground, which is connected to that same common area on the pot. So let's get, that's a bit of a reflection. I'm trying to see if I can get more light up in there. This might be easier for you guys to see, I hope. Give me a minute. All right, got the soldering iron. It's a Weller. Here we go. I'm gonna just desolder this spot right here. There we go. Just kind of went across those 2. There's the first spot. This is a little difficult to do on camera. I kind of don't like doing this on camera. This is a little bit difficult here. It's a little hard to see. But I got the, let's heat that up there. Yikes. Okay, just need to move a couple of things around here slightly. Get it, desolder that. There we go. I'll have to put these back. They've kind of put these all together, those 2. All right, there's the empty bridge pickup cavity. And Gonna go ahead, take this here, feed it back through. All right, and be right back with this right in there. Just took a minute to feed this. Took a minute to get this all set to feed this through, but all you gotta do is get that going right in there. Okay. Push this all the way through. I've got a little bit more space here, but as you can see, it fits. Got this, pulled a little bit of extra lead right there. All right, and we just push it back into place, and that's what it looks like. So now I can just take screws here, put it back in. This is a lot of editing. I don't know why I decided to do so much of this. There's a lot of edits I'm gonna have to do here between all these little cuts that I've been doing. I was even pretty diligent about putting these down there, and now I don't know where it is. Now I don't know. Now I don't know where it went. So I'm not sure. I'll have to get the other one set here in a sec. I don't know where the other screw went. I think it fell. So there we go. Set this one back through. So now I'm gonna just need to take this one through. All right, give me one sec. Okay, I apologize. I got a call and I had to stop this part, but I had to also get this in there so that I could actually hold it. So I'm just kind of finishing adding this to the bridge there. Okay. And so that is the, that connects over to the humbucker onto the toggle switch right here. And I've got, I'm gonna just add a little more to this one little side. Okay. That's all connected there. And I'm getting another call. Okay, things have not been going my way with filming this. This is just a little bit difficult here. All right, I'm holding this down. Big glob of solder and all this. Okay, too much solder probably, but it's sticking together, and that's all that I want, sticking together. Okay, and then I'm gonna take that, put it onto the bottom pot down here. Okay, get some more weed for the solder. I'll push this down with the iron against the bottom of the pot. It's hard to see. I'll put this, it's right there. Put it right there. It's gonna stick to the pot right in that corner. Okay, and I'm gonna push this. Let's push this down so it's against the side of that without touching any of the wire. All right, put some weed there. Make sure it sticks to the side of the pot. Kind of hold it down against the edge there. Okay, and let's try that one more time. It's not exactly staying, which is a little bit difficult because it's that's a bit of a tricky spot there. You want to make sure it's touching the pot too. It is very hot. All right, that's against it. I'll kind of hold it there for a sec here. Oh my gosh, that is not working at all. All right, and I think that we're done. I know I had to do a cut there, but it's just a little bit tricky, and let's see. All right, hook this up to the amp, right? Just with the cable, just to test. Ooh, geez. Just to test, and you can always just take a screwdriver. There we go. Put it on the middle position. Put it on the neck, okay. All right, and I think we're all set. All right, I'll set back up over here. I'm gonna put strings on. Give me a few minutes. All right, this is totally not the fun part, but you guys get to see it for a minute anyways. I'm just gonna do one of these. This is a B. I'm gonna keep this in B standard tuning. Here's a winder. All right, got the strings all on. Needs to be tuned back up, but look, here we go. There is the Nazgul, all right there. So let me get this all, you know, tuned up and get these all stretched out and figure it out. All right, be right back. All right, this might not sound the best, but I got this all tuned up. Got the Nazgul right here.